Percy's ghostly encounter. Autumn had come to the island of Sodor, and all the engines were working hard. Around this time of year, Percy begins to tease Thomas about the time he thought he was a ghost. "Ooh," said Percy in a ghostly voice. "Don't worry, Thomas, it's only me." At last, Thomas had enough. "Okay, Percy, I get it, you spooked me, but that was a long time ago, so can you please just stop?" said Thomas, annoyed. Said Percy, thinking about what Thomas just said. "I don't think I will, scaredy engine," and puffed off, chuckling to himself. Thomas puffed away and thought how he could pay Percy out. That evening, all three engines were in their shed, but they couldn't fall asleep. "Maybe we should all tell ghost stories to help us fall asleep," said Percy. "My driver told me a story," said Thomas. Percy and Toby listened, and Thomas began his story. A long time ago, there was an engine who used to work our branch line. On Halloween night, he was ordered to take some dynamite to the quarry so they could start blasting tomorrow morning. The little engine was running late, so he rushed down the line. When he passed Farquhar, it happened. The van exploded. The engine's remains were found next morning. The engine's remains were scrapped, and a new engine took over the line. But many workmen will tell you that on every Halloween night they can see the little engine trying to reach the quarry, but he never does, finished Thomas. Percy scoffed. "Really, Thomas? That was the best you could do," said Percy, and went angrily to sleep. The next morning was Halloween, and Thomas and Percy were waking up and getting ready for the day's work when the Fat Controller arrived. "Shummus and Percy, I need you to collect a train of stone for Douglas to take to the harbor," said the Fat Controller, and drove away. That gave Thomas an idea on how to pay Percy out. Thomas got his jobs done early and headed down to Farquhar. There, he and his driver set up their plan. Dusk fell, and Percy headed down to Farquhar. When he got there, Thomas was nowhere to be seen. "Oh well," said Percy, "Thomas must be running late," as he backed down on the train to wait for Thomas. A few minutes later, Percy heard puffing. "Oh good, Thomas is coming," he said, but then he heard a whistle that wasn't Thomas's. "Who is that?" said Percy, but stopped when he heard a loud boom. "Ghost! Ah!" said Percy, and rushed out of the yard. When Percy got back to the shed, he was still too in shock to say anything. A little while later, Thomas pulled into the yard with a stone train. Well, look who's the scaredy engine now," chuckled Thomas. "Did my driver's keyboard sounds get you, or what?" Percy was too embarrassed to say anything, and pretended to be asleep.